Hello folks, it's me, I'm Big and I'm back, and this is Let's Play SD Gundam G Generation F. Where were we last time? Oh yes, we completed War in the Pocket. And by completing War in the Pocket, we're almost done with the first disc. I'm tempted to go back and clear all these old stages. But of course, this is Stardust Memory. We're gonna do it chronologically. Stardust Memory is a very interesting series. It's actually, chronologically, it lies between the first Gundam and this Zeta Gundam series, and it's not part of any side storyline, because these two are side storylines that came from the Sega Saturn, and this game came from the not the Sega Saturn, the Dreamcast. This is from a short OVA that lasted 2 episodes. And this is a 13-episode mini-series, and so is this, Stardust Memories. And these are kind of like mini-series that happened during the 90s, and it's a kind of like a semi-retcon of actually what happens, but it's more of a explanation of what happened between the first Gundam series, which is actually the series that came out first, and the one that started off the series back in 1978, and Zeta Gundam, which, even though chronologically is not the second thing that happened, it came out after the original Gundam series as a sequel to the original Gundam, because the original Gundam was so popular. And in Zeta Gundam, it explains a lot about corruption. There's this whole set of, okay, there's a bad guys, and they're being corrupt, and they destroy people, you know, all that sinister stuff. Yeah, and it's about the Earth doing basically a heel turn. So the Earth Federation is now corrupt. The space people are trying to declare independence once more. So the tables have turned. We are actually now the part of the Space Liberation Front, or whatever it's called. But now here, Stardust Memory kind of is the middle ground. It explains everything and what happens between the original series and the later series. So basically fills up the gap between the two Gundam series, and basically adds lots of new mobile suits and stuff for us to gawk over. But now this is the end of the year, the 31st of December. That's how appropriate, you know, end of the year of that we are actually playing right now. And this is Annabelle Gato coming face to face with EQ Delaz, yeah. So head of the Delaz fleet, and he's unfortunately he's just here to report the fall of Abawaku, the fall of the Zeon Empire, the Zeon Empire surrender, and the end of the 1 Year War. And they said, we better go and hide. Yeah. They said, okay, it's over for us. We should go and hide. And the episode's titled The Gundam Nap, or Gundam Kidnap, or whatever it's called. So this is Australia, or Straya. So we're back in Straya since the Rise from the Ashes. And they were... here, there's Annabelle Gato, our antagonist. Yes, his name's Annabelle. Unfortunately for him, he's gonna grow up with some issues if he's being named Annabelle. I know it's read Annabelle, V-E-L, but people are just gonna call him Annabelle anyways. And anyways, this is the Albion, or the main warship here, and they were talking about the site of the colony drop, of course, and how many, lots and millions of billions of people died, and it's there's a huge crater left on Australia. Australia, yeah. Sorry for my tongue being tied, and they're hatching a plot of some sort. Excellent. So here we are. They're trying to infiltrate our base, so to speak, hatching plots. But now it's UC0083, 4 years after the 1 Year War, in Torrington Base up in Australia, or Australia. You might have seen this base before in the Rise from the Ashes. So it's basically the same place as we've seen before. That's where we walked around in our gyms and our gym cannons and gym snipers, trying to kill all these DOMs. And now it's a space for our research facility. And here we are. We have our main protagonist and his friend. His friend's name is Keith. His name is Chuck. And we are Ko Uraki. And this is Nina, our love interest, and her friend with glasses hitting on her for some odd reason. If the character designs are familiar to you, well, you'll notice that the character designer is the same one from Cowboy Bebop, Macross, you know, all that good stuff, all that good old school 90s animation. Because this thing was released in the mid-90s, mid to early 90s, early to mid-90s. And there's Nick. He'll come into play a little bit later. But that's besides the point. They're basically delivering two mobile suits. One called GP01, Zephyrintheses, I think it's called. The other two is called Apsalaces or something. I can't. Yeah, they're trying to be like way too cool with these names, and they're failing miserably. And anyways, they're delivered with, for some odd reason, they're delivered with nuclear warheads. So that's not a good sign. Not in the very least. And of course, Annabelle Gatto here talking to Nick, who is actually the mole. Nick here basically says, hey, I'm gonna let you infiltrate the base. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna steal some of their technology there. And of course they picked the cooler, more gigantic looking mobile suit than the smaller, more mobile one. Just because that's how they do it. Yep. And there's something amiss. Who are you going there? Or something, or Toki Toki. Toke Toke? No, I don't. I just read. I have no idea what it's saying. Okay, there we are, the mobile suit. Excuse me, who are you? I don't know, who are you? What? And he takes the Zephyrintheses. No, that's the smaller one. He takes the bigger one. The one that starts with A. Yep. And he declares himself a member of Zeon. Zeon will rule again. What? Zeon? That's equivalent to somebody saying Nazis a couple of in the 50s. It's not a good idea. And the Albion is out of commission. Wonderful. So turned on the Minovsky particle thing. And over here is Ko Uraki. Yep. And for this first bit here, we're not able to do much. Because he needs to be able to walk twice towards the bad guy here. See what happens. We don't get any guest units. I don't think so. Yep. We need to move as quickly as possible towards him. But we're just out of range. So what we need to do is we need to move everybody towards the middle. And try to give him a second turn if possible. Yep. Yep. Okay. Albion is out of commission, but he could do this. I think this increases evasion for all of their units. But as you can see here, Gato is obsessed with running away. He's shooting with a 20mm Vulcan, so it's not going to hurt very much. Yep. Let's counterattack you with a sword. because we need to have you do an extra walking turn. Nice critical. Good. Defend. Evade, please. Thank you. This is South Burning. He's one of the veterans of the 1 Year War. He's very, very capable. Okay, so how we do this is, of course, we need to go double up on our walking cycle. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should be enough to kill him. And we get a bonus step, which means we could try to attack Gato. Yep, we triggered that small little event. Gato's managed to retreat. That's how we do it, folks. Kouraki. Very good. Yeah, this guy's called Burning. And this is Chuck. You can see how ill-equipped we are. Yeah, Keith. Burning. Yep, and I think they're back up. Convenient plot device revitalized their ship. But here we go. This is more of good old Annabelle here. Trying to head back with a bring the GP-02 back to the Dela's fleet. Okay. So off they go. Now we're here at the second part. In a friggin' Zaku. Yep, they're not well equipped. They're a research facility, for crying out loud. I'm surprised they even have a Zaku. But that being said, you're trying to... Yep. Where are they off to now? Boop. They're far away from Torrington. Oh, I can't quite remember what the plot point is right here, right now. It's been so long since I've actually watched the original series. Anyways, I think we get to deploy soon. Oh, they're trying to, walking around looking for... Oh! Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Duke. Duke's dead. Oh, Darky. Oh my god. Oh, Long John. They need to find the launch unit. We need to attack the Komusai. What about Keith? Okay. Keith could survive by himself well enough on his own. There's some conditions on things happening right now, which I am unclear. Breaking the fourth wall. And I think we could deploy. Yes? Yes, we can. Wonderful. So, since we can deploy, let us do so. Nice little background there. We have a lot of, let's look at the stage map here first. Yep. So, we need to somehow destroy this dude. I think this is the Komusai. Yep. I think they're heading to space with the mobile suit. Okay. There's these Domtropens. Yep. And more Domtropens, I think, here. And I think these are our recruitables. Yeah, here we go. These guys in their modified gyms. So here we go. It's time to disassemble our group. Yep. And we're going to bring out the cavalry here. No units to we have no need for units to destroy, I think. And no need to units for us to capture. We're just gonna go ahead and pick out all the best of the best. Our best mechanic here, who's leveling up nicely. Our best driver, who is somewhere around here. Our best operator, most smooth operator, Faye Chiffon, who's somewhere around here. There we go. Who's our best captain now? I'll just have Rufus do it. Yep. And our best leader, still you, Ernst. Yep. And you. Me, actually. I have lots of room for buying stuff. So, let's do that. Okay. So we could actually bring ourselves to use the Gundam. We could bring ourselves to use Skull Gundam. Yep. We could even use a Gelgook. Actually, hold that phone. Yep. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pick best for Earth. Yep. What else could we do? Yep. Actually, we need to buy some mobile suits. Just to keep him with us. So, go here. Let's go into mobile suits list. And grab ourselves one of these. Grab ourselves one of these. Get away with the GT4. And what else could we grab? Do we have a Nobushi yet? I think it's been destroyed. Although I guess an Ifrit would work better. Yeah. We already have a gun tank. Yep, and Ifrit will work better. Right. So let's get some leaders up. So you and you. And some better pilots. There we go. And you. And guess Nikki could come along. Why not? Gunther. Mark. You are actually a capable pilot. So are you. And apparently you're quite strong as well. We'll modify her later. That sounds so horrible. Yeah, I have plenty of pilots and units here. Who else could we bring? No, I haven't seen you in a while, so Morgan. Who else? I want Sean Kojima in there. Okay. I guess you could go ahead and take, oh, look at that. John Bull Gundam with a snipe to end all snipes, really. Okay, so who's our sniper here? Urias von Gunther is our sniper. Yep. Catcher is not. She's not very strong by any means, but we need a strong sniper. And just keep you around. Gundam for our all-rounder. Skull Gundam for you. And a camphor for me. Yes, my favorite. GT4. Let's transform you. Wow. Still a flying unit. With beams. Yeah, beam cannons and beam lasers. Some sort of melee damager for you. Still a sniper. You're a space dude. Your closest thing as a melee. Actually, you're the melee. Yep. I think so. A freaking shotgun with you. But you're the melee unit. You have beam sabers and beam cannons. Yep, this will be fun. And a bun. Freet. And what else? I think we modified Zaku too. It's a gun tank. We'll need gun tanks. Some sort of flying unit for you to fly around. This thing needs to be aced. Wow. Okay, that's a full unit. And that's a save. It warrants a save. Save. And yep. Going ahead to the stage map. And yep. Okay. So let's see if we can actually cream the opponent with all these extra units going in.